Ooh, this was a finale of finales. Is Reagan having a baby? Tamika's going in again for Jion at a party, and we get to see Barry's booty. This is a finale we've been waiting for.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes. We got our beads, y'all.
Celebration.
Oh, I think I just dropped a bead.
Oh, no.
Someone take off their pants. No, I'm just kidding.
Barry, where are you?
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
Barry,
John,
where are you?
Oh, yeah, John.
Yeah. You know what, Reagan,
so inappropriate.
Tamika, I'd let them take off their shirt too. I appreciate it all.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Southern Charm New Orleans after show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. We're so excited. My name's Matt Marr. I'm going to be one of your hosts guiding you through this finale. I have my lovely panel. My ladies.
Hey guys, I'm El Marie.
And I'm Mayte Carrillo.
All right, we are digging in. We also are going to have some news coming up for the show, and also usually we always talk about AFTERBUZZ predictions, but this time, since it's his finale, we're going to spend a little bit more time predicting of where we think people are going to go and all that kind of stuff. So, and then we're always going to have our les bon ton cray because y'all know we got it this week. All right, let's go. Episode 8, better late than preggers. Okay, let's start with maybe. Let's talk about the girls' brunch, right? The girls'
Yes.
brunch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. So it's. I always want more Rachel.
I do
want
too.
more Rachel. See her, I'm like, I want to say, okay, girls' brunch. So right, they're getting to it. I mean, they're drinking at 9 a.m. a French 75. Oh, by the way, y'all. I know we said we were gonna make drinks this week.
Yeah.
But if you follow me on Instagram, I got really drunk yesterday, and so
He drank the drinks for us yesterday.
I did.
Yeah.
And then I got so excited for
Selfish.
the finale today. I was in a car wreck.
Yes,
Heard
he
that.
was. Like, what a coincidence. So was I.
I hit Mayte's car, y'all.
He hit
I
my
hit a
car.
I was parallel parking. It was like a little love bump. But I look back and I see this girl going like, what are you
I'm
doing?
like, what are you doing? Hello? Do you
And
not
she-
see?
and
I didn't
she-
even know that it was you,
She
to
did.
be honest.
She was like, I thought some old lady hit my car. And I'm like, great. Great. Anyway, so I was
yeah.
excited to get here, though.
Yeah.
It's like I instinctually knew we were going to see
Once
Barry's
I
booty.
once I saw you pop out of the car, I was like, "Oh, it's just you.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's
Okay.
a love bump,
it's
or
okay.
you're fine." Yeah.
Anyway, so that's been our day. So y'all just lucky we're here. Okay.
Yes, you are.
And Marie's, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with these hot
Marie
messes.
came prepared. She brought us these awesome
yeah,
beads.
She got the beads, yes.
Yeah, she came.
She
Get the
came
party
prepared.
started.
So the ladies are having brunch. I wanted to say, I'm so used to saying drag brunch because I'm used to going to
Oh my
brunch with drag
God.
queens. It's pretty much the same thing. I love
Yeah.
them. Tamika is a drag queen. I love her. I mean that as a compliment. So Tamika comes in and they're with the girls and she starts telling them about Jion.
Straight off the bat.
Straight off your
right
favorite
into it.
person.
Yes.
You know, we got some comments in our chat last week about Jion. You know, some people talking about like maybe there's even another side of Jion. And it's interesting that Susan read our comments on our panel.
Yeah.
Because she was like, she kind of brought up what this other side of Jion. What is she has insecurities? She has things that she's working through. that
She
have
was
nothing to do with you.
divorced, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's what they
we
were saying.
learned
And she
that.
has kids, and I had no idea. So I guess that was a comment that Tamika made of, "I'm married, but you're not."
And
Yeah.
Tamika did say that very pointedly.
Right. Because I thought she was just single the entire time.
So did
Same.
y'all think, especially coming from our, you love Jion.
Yeah.
And-
I mean, don't make it sound like I hate
I
her.
know,
I
you
don't
don't hate-
hate
you
the
don't
poor
hate-
woman.
you don't hate her.
It's just annoying.
But did you
how
see the
she's
other side,
inserted.
though?
No.
I didn't either.
You didn't.
Did you? No, right?
You didn't. Oh, I did a little bit. But
You
I'm
did?
a wimp.
I just think
I go.
I mean, I guess it's like it could be true, but at a certain point, you need to not necessarily get over your issues, but acknowledge your issues and deal with them. You know what I mean? Once you get a certain age, if it's going to affect how you are and how you interact with people.
yeah, like
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I do agree. I don't think it excuses her actions because she's been. There's a difference of again having to talk with Barry, but she's like gone off the radar with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's odd.
It's odd, and then she tries to make friends with all these guys and try to have like some sort of like business deal, and it's like you just can't mix both of them, like I said last time. And so now, since we had our interview that one time with Tamika and how she's like, well, we still don't talk and nothing's happened, it's like Tamika actually went out of her way to apologize,
Yeah.
which she doesn't do, but it's like a thing to say it, get over it, and move on.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it, I think, more once we start talking about the party, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Did you lose a beat, girl?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. But and I felt like Tamika was starting to get over it from the or not over it, but just kind of like okay, processing. And then she gets home after the brunch to Barry, and Barry starts talking about how Jion canceled her card for the gym. And then Tamika just had this moment. Sorry, my beats keep jingling. I don't want them to jingle too much on the show. Then Tamika, I'm all stuck. But then Tamika goes in, and there was like this whole thing where Barry tells her that she couldn't remember, and she just goes,
right? Like,
Done.
It's
Done.
She just, I don't know if she's casting a spell. Tamika, girl, I don't know if this is voodoo or
It's
hoodoo.
the bad juju.
Yeah, you just like,
Gotta get
I'm going
it
to
off.
start doing that now. When I can't deal with people, I'm just going to go,
Yep.
done.
And walk away.
Yes, I love that. So, and of course, but Barry seems to like it because he feels like she's listening. So,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
yeah. So, I mean,
Progress.
but then, and we're going to talk about this too, but then, of course, Tamika,
They kind
she
of
can't keep her mouth shut at that
Yeah,
party.
they
So she
kind-
goes,
Yeah.
she talks it up again.
they kind of give a little glimpse when Tamika's having the conversation with Barry, and she's saying how, Jion hangs out with all of her guy friends, and she even has a relationship with her brother. They gave
Yeah.
a little preview to that, like I mean,
Yeah.
like in the past episodes, and I'm like, wow, this girl is like really invested into everybody, like all of her
Yeah.
relationships. So I mean, it makes sense that she's questioning and she's heard about it, the way Jion, their whole relationship. is.
Yeah.
And it's weird because she also
Yep.
mentioned like Jion mostly works with men. Like she doesn't work
Yeah.
with women a lot. And it's
Thought
like,
that was interesting.
and it's like a little part of me wants to say, well, I can see it kind of how, the misconception that women can never get along, but that's not always the case. Women can get along and they can have a business and they can be on a board together and you know what I mean? Like they can coexist. So
Yeah,
just to
they
say
can.
like just because of that, stereotype, whatever you want to call it, that women can't work together, that just to dismiss it, I guess, to say like, oh, that's normal. If she wants to only
grow
work with
up.
men,
Yeah.
it's like no.
Well, I had a friend, one of my friends, my friend named Dawn McCoy. She's a blogger and stuff. And so she was talking about just women support each other. She had such a great quote where she said, I feel like it's about time women don't compete with one another. And then she said, time's up on that too.
Yeah.
And I was
Just like
yes.
my sticker right here. Support your homegirl.
Support your
right?
homegirls.
Yeah.
Yes, just like my sticker
at-
right here.
Right?
Support
And
your
women
homegirl.
can work together. You
Yes.
don't
I'm
only
an
have to work
honorary
with men.
homegirl,
Yes,
but I'm not.
yes, you
I'm
are.
a homegirl.
You're a homegirl.
Homegirl. Okay, so Jion. Okay, so but we're gonna have more Jion later coming up.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about leaving an iTunes review, everybody. Hey, you know what? So even though we have been, giving you all our all and nothing in return, we never ask for anything. We would love an iTunes review. If you go or Google Play, Spotify, wherever you listen to your what's the other one? Stitcher, wherever you listen to your
Google
podcast,
Play,
if you could give us a little 5 stars, write a little review on that, we deeply appreciate that very much. If you're watching the podcast, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Thumbs down makes me frown. So
It
give
makes
us
us all frown.
Yeah.
yeah, thumbs up. I can't
Comments?
think of a word that rhymes with up. Thumbs up.
That
That-
can't.
yeah, no.
We're gonna do
So
this.
give us
So
a
what
thumb- yeah.
Tamika does.
Yeah,
You know.
thumbs up. So anyway, give us a thumbs up, and we will appreciate it very much. And then sharing is caring, y'all. Sharing is caring.
can
Okay,
be
we're gonna get to that party, I promise. Let's jump in a little bit to Justin and Kelsey. Oh,
Ooh.
can we talk about Justin and him not being here for the interview? Actually.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So we promised
Take
you
the
last week
wheel.
that Justin was going to be here for the interview. So I sent him a message on Insta this morning, just like, hey, boo. I didn't call him boo, but I wanted to because he's so hot. And anyway, I was like, hey, boo. I didn't. And are you up for the interview tonight? And so I didn't hear anything. And then because I have given him my number before, because I'm thirsty,
A little
dehydrated.
dehydrated. Yeah.
And so Justin called me, y'all. First of all,
Like on the phone.
on the phone. I felt like I was like cheating on my boyfriend. I was like, it was at like 9:30. I had to get up out of the room. I was like, hey, I'll be right back, babe. Yeah, hey, Justin. And so anyway, his voice is so sexy. It's like Barry White realness. I'm telling you.
Kelsey better watch it.
I know. And
Matt is coming for him.
He's been working out now too.
He has
you can
lost some
tell.
weight.
Although I liked him soft in the middle. You know what I mean, girl?
Okay.
But anyway, so cute. But he called me and said, I just wanted to call you and say I feel so deeply sorry, but I'm unable to do an interview now. He said, but I feel like it's last minute. He's like, I just wanted to be a gentleman and I didn't want to leave you hanging. And I was
Thank
like,
you.
that is
we
Southern.
appreciate that.
That is Southern. But he had to do what he had to do. He had to do some promo and a party for Bravo. So I was like, okay, well, you
I
picked the
guess.
network over
guess.
us, so I understand your life. So Justin, we love, and as I said, season 2, boo, season 2, we're ready for
We'll
you.
see you
Ready for
season
you.
2.
We'll see you season 2. Okay, so let's talk about Justin and Kelsey.
Yeah.
What was that for, Mayte? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
I actually really understood Kelsey and what she was talking to him about, to Justin about, because it was very core. It was relatable. I mean, I've been in a certain situation like that. And when a guy is so driven career-wise, he just tends to think about himself. And as a woman, you kind of have to remind him, like, yo, like, where am I in this picture? Like, you have to set yourself in stone. So she didn't come off to me thirsty as she did last.
Because she has
You
seemed
know, like-
thirsty.
Yeah, that's how she comes across. But now it was just like I was able to understand her side of the story a little bit more.
That's almost
and
just a symptom of what was really happening.
Right. The only thing I did not agree on was the fact that when Justin's mom came in, she continued on the conversation. And I'm like, ooh, girl,
Yeah.
no, this should be just
but
between both of you.
I felt like maybe this was the editing. I felt like the mom already knew about the conversation because they were talking with the door open. And it's not like they were whispering.
So it was
True.
kind of
I
like
mean,
a
they-
welcome, like she was welcome to it.
Well, then
guess
she
so.
said there's
And
no
then-
secrets in their family. I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Amari?
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know exactly their relationship like with them. I mean, we know, of course, she knows his mom, so they may have a relationship where she's okay with continuing to talk, carry on the conversation. You know what I mean? Like some places, some relationships, it's like they wouldn't do that. They would just stop talking about it. You know.
Well, she seems
But I think
like,
they're comfortable enough to continue.
yeah, she seems like the mom. What's her? Is it Dottie? Is her
Dottie,
name?
yeah.
She's sweet.
She's sweet, but also Justin talking. I mean, she is a force of nature in New Orleans,
Right.
And so she doesn't seem like the type of mom that would kind of pussyfoot around situations that she would be directing. Like she'd get in.
Yeah.
She did. She got in and she kind of told Chelsea, like, made her feel special and said, you are part of this family. Like, I don't want you to feel like you're not special.
But she totally took up for her son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't very much like, my baby
Well,
doesn't do
of
wrong.
course.
I mean, my mama would do that too.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe she wouldn't. But
My mom better.
Right?
I hope my
Yeah,
mom.
but just trying to get Chelsea to see it from Justin's perspective.
Yeah. So it was just a little, I don't know. It was a little bit of, it was just an awkward situation,
It was an
right? It was
awkward
it was an
situation.
awkward situation.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys think Justin actually does make plans for himself? Because I feel like he's taking Kelsey into consideration. Do we not think so?
Like, kind of. I think by default, like, oh, well, you're here, so come on.
I
Yeah.
think
Kind of,
it's
you know?
honestly about,
Tag along.
Yeah.
I think it's about the communication and like, what is your intention?
As a therapist.
Well, I'll be honest. Sometimes my own boyfriend can be like that too. And also when he talks about, it's just, and I know hopefully Kelsey can understand, but it's just, it is different when you are a black man in this country trying to be successful. I mean, there's
true.
there's a lot of, and then when you really are, you just have a lot of pressure on yourself, and it's already, you have a lot of pressure just to succeed and kind of not be another statistic or not be whatever. And so there's all that on top of that too. And hopefully, I mean, I would hope that Kelsey would understand that since she is, black as well. But it's different being a man than a woman.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's different. And what I would say to Kelsey's defense is when you're doing something like that, though, like we have to move in with your parents, like that's a huge thing.
That's deep.
That's deep. And so if it's like I'm just going to still continue to be your girlfriend, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm making a sacrifice and I have to live here with your parents. So what are we doing? You know what I mean? It's different if we were staying at home and we're just, dragging this along and I'm like, okay, time's ticking. But I'm starting to make sacrifices for you. Like this
What
is
he
real.
might be too.
You know?
We just don't. I don't think he's.
It doesn't come off like
but I
he
think
is
he's
making any
not.
sacrifice.
I don't think he is, but also I think he's not. Men are terrible at communicating.
Yes, they
Yes.
are.
Especially straight men. I mean, they are so terrible. So there's definitely like this idea of that men have to that men don't. They just don't talk about what they are like. He might have all these ideas of I want to get a better job so I can buy a house for Kelsey. I want to get a big house so we can have children. But she might not even know this because this just might be in his head and he's talking about it.
Yeah, and she must have given up so much of herself already that she's feeling like he's not doing enough.
Because it does seem like his show. When she said that, she's like, it's like I'm just. We even talked last week in the show. I wasn't me. I think somebody brought up on the panel like she's always kind of standing in the background while he does his thing, and I was like, damn, did she watch this show like 8 months ago? And no, that's what I thought happened. But I loved it. I texted.
Who?
I texted Justin.
Oh,
I was like, now I know why you weren't on this show because Kelsey just dug into you, boo. You were scared.
True.
Scared. And he didn't respond. Silence.
Yeah.
He's probably drunk. I don't know. Yeah. But so anyway, and that's pretty much all that happened with Justin Kelsey this episode. I mean, we get a little bit of party of like, we love her.
I'll say this to the end.
But yeah, we didn't get that. Okay, and so let's move on to, we're gonna get to Tamika and Jion, but let's talk about Tamika and her daughter, Rainey. I can't read my writing. This was a sweet little moment, right? And also, I started following Susan on Instagram, and Susan is woke, y'all. I love that woman. I really love her. I love her hair. I love her voice. I love her fashion. I just love her.
Susan and Rachel just need to hop on, let it be all girls on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we love the guys too, but I think
we need them.
We need them.
You
We need the men. I need Barry's
John
booty.
and John's abs, you know?
Yes.
Okay, so every single episode has started off with John without a shirt coming out of a pool. I mean, Elmarie and I were just staring at the TV like, damn.
He wasn't even wearing sweatpants, too. He's wearing like Nike pants.
Like the white Under Armour whatever coming out of the water. That's almost like guys watching a wet t-shirt contest. I was like,
I was looking for D. I'm not going to lie. I was like, move that canvas, John Moody.
You're going to put that towel there, huh?
I need to see that paint stick.
He's like, it's red. I was like, what's red? What?
What's red?
Yeah, the painting.
Oh, the painting. My face, I'm blushing. That's red. John Moody. But okay.
Sorry, I totally went off track. Yeah.
I mean, basically nothing really happened with John this episode. I mean, Kelsey calls John out at the party, which I really enjoyed. What did she say? Well, Kelsey said,
like his little isms or whatever.
Yeah,
all
she's
the
like,
things he says.
Yeah, she said something like, I always expect you're going to say something deep, and then you just say something stupid. And he kind of does.
Yeah,
he does like that.
A little montage. I was like,
I'm surprised he didn't have a date with him tonight.
He was like, butter ain't butter unless it's made by John Moody. John Moody, then it's champagne.
That is the John Moody experience for you.
Yeah. Climbing ladders are hard, so that's why you got to take the steps when you're John Moody. I don't know what this means, John Moody. I don't know what this means. I don't know what I'm saying, but don't look at my junk. I'm John Moody, but we were. I'm sorry, I'm just making up stuff now. I got to stop. I'm like John Moody. Okay.
Sounds like
back to Tamika and her daughter.
So sweet.
Sweet moment, right? Really sweet. I mean, there's been kind of this arc of, is Tamika going to take her daughter out of school? Is she going to put her in a school where there's more children who look like her? We've talked about this on the show before. And so, but I really thought that, like, what did we think about Tamika taking her, like, with Susan and doing this little interview thing?
I thought that was cute and unique. So to make her feel comfortable, because
that's a good word, unique.
Yeah, because like Tamika said, she was interested in like a YouTube channel and she likes what Susan does, and Tamika is on TV, so to kind of incorporate what she likes to get her to open up was like very smart of them. It was probably Susan's idea. No shade on Tamika.
No shade on Tamika, but we know how Susan's woke.
Exactly.
We know how it was.
So it was probably her idea to do that, but I thought it was so sweet, and I got emotional because Rainey did start to open up. But what I also liked about Rainey was she started to talk about the little boy that makes fun of her or anything that. And Susan asked her, what does she do or how does that make her feel? And she's like, I stand up for myself. I was like, you go, girl. Because she's still young, but the fact that she's woke. She's very woke and she's secure, because that is a lot to where you're the only person that looks like you, but you're still able to stand tall and stand up to someone, teasing you or something. I thought that was beautiful.
Right. I think Susan asked the right questions from the
She
very
did.
beginning. Yeah.
She'd be a good
I think
therapist.
she made her feel comfortable, like you said, Elmarie, and she just was in a comfortable environment for her to kind of just loosen up and say how she felt. Because a lot of times, when you have conversations like that, you kind of get embarrassed when there's another person. But for Rainey, she just felt really comfortable. And I liked how Tamika set in stone too. And she's like, you know what? I'm raising them to be adults. Like, you are unique and you are different, but that's what makes you so important and makes you stand out. And she wants her to take that into consideration and use that as a powerful source as she gets older, which is remarkable.
Yeah, it is. It is remarkable. It's just, what I love what this show has done is they take these little moments that I think that a lot of people don't, whether it's, dealing with like Barry the F word, dealing with their daughter, dealing with Jeff, and like being a football player. They take aspects of life that I don't think we think about or know are foreign to us, and there's like an education on us, but not in a preachy way, but an education by showing you our life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, to me, I think that's the power of television.
And Tamika, too, she kept on saying, like, this made me realize I need to step back and really focus on my family.
Yeah. She said Barry was right.
Yeah.
Tamika's saying crap she never says in this
she
episode,
even
y'all.
apologized
She
in this episode.
Barry's right.
Yeah.
Lord, I don't know what else.
She gave us Barry's booty.
Somebody get her a French 75, because that woman is not herself this
Barry's
episode.
probably like, we should have put you on TV a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like on a reality show
a
a
long time ago. So, okay. So we're going to let's talk about John's party. We've got plenty of time. Then we're going to talk about kind of just our final thoughts on the show as a series, the finale, what we thought about just the finale overall. And then we're also going to jump into some news and some predictions. So, okay.
Right.
John's party, let's get to it. This is kind of the build-up of the episode. We don't know. There's a lot of things going on, y'all. Well, I don't know. Do we talk about Reagan and Jeff and the pregnancy? Do we talk about... What do we go? Where do we go?
I just want to say everybody looks so fabulous. I loved Tamika's dress. I loved Reagan's dress. It was so pretty. They
I
all
want to
look
go
so
to a grown-up
good.
party like that, or a very
We should
formal
have
party.
one.
We should.
We did.
We kind of
It
did.
was
We had
prom.
prom.
You guys didn't go. I did.
Did you go to AFTERBUZZ prom?
I did. I went to AFTERBUZZ
Damn,
prom.
And you dressed up?
And I got a corsage, and I dressed up, and it was nice. You guys missed out.
I know. And
And I had a French 75. No, I'm kidding.
I always wanted to wear a mermaid dress to prom. And AFTERBUZZ, I could probably have done it.
You could have.
I could have.
Next, you have to wait till next year.
Next year, I'll be there. So John is up there painting on the roof. Everybody's watching, but we get at the party. And so, first thing, I mean, not even... Tamika. Girl, I love
Jion.
you. You know what you need to work on for season 2, Tamika, is some patience. Because she's like, she walks right into that party. She's like, hey, Jion, hey, we're going to talk later about the uncomfortable thing. Talk. That's basically what she did. And Jion was like, oh, this bitch.
Yeah.
She was just like, oh, Lord. Wait, I just got her in the house. And she just told me she's going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same. I can't hold things very well. So I think that's why I do kind of love Tamika so much, because she kind of... she's like the me what I want to be, but I restrain myself. But she's just so like emotional, and I think her daughter's like that too. She's very sensitive. Like when she cried about being around her family, that's
open.
so her mom.
Yeah.
That's really so her mom.
And she's so real too, Tamika.
She
because
is.
it was like, you're standing right here, so I have to acknowledge that, yes, we have to talk. Instead of kind of, hi,
Which I actually do
and
appreciate.
going around like,
I tease you, Tamika, but it is better than like, let's get it out. Let's let the skeletons rattle than keep them in the closet. You know what I mean? That's what she does.
Yeah, because I feel like she could have easily been like, me, go talk right now. She's like, no, I'm setting the mood. Just letting you know we're going to make this happen.
Tamika at the beginning just would have talked about it right there in front of Jesus and everybody. She'd be like, Jion, okay, girl. And then everybody's just standing there like, go get some shrimp.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, that food.
That food.
Reagan made.
I know, Reagan. Reagan, I want to
So
come to your
good.
house and eat
So
your food.
good.
Want to eat your food. So they do end up having so later on, fast forward, Reagan and Jion do have their talk. Jion looked beautiful too, by the way, actually, at that bit. Who did I say Reagan. Sorry, girls.
Reagan looked good too.
No, but I mean, that's Jion looked beautiful too.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. But Jion and Tamika have their talk. And y'all, she said, I'm sorry.
She did. She actually said those
Tamika said, I'm
words.
sorry.
She said she was sorry, and I feel like it was an honest apology. It was straight to the point. Sorry, let's get over it. Let's try to figure things out.
I think it was a let's get over it apology. Because if you notice that Tamika said, I said something about your marriage. And then she was like, I'm sorry I said that. She was like, Tamika was like, I ain't sorry about all of it because I was
That's it.
hashtag truth talking.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's kind of petty though when someone unfollows you on social media?
Yeah.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
My ex
I just did that because I hit your car.
No.
That's the only.
my ex-best friend did that to me. She just unfollowed me on social media, and I was like, this is so petty. I'm like, why go out through that trouble and do that?
Did y'all have a talk or a falling out?
Yeah, we had a falling out. We had a talk. I tried to make things work. She chose her boyfriend over our friendship. So
That's fine.
yeah. I mean,
That's her life.
So I'm like, you know what? Do you? But I'm like, it's so unnecessary to unfollow someone. So
But
after
I
that,
guess
I'm
you
like,
just-
why do people do that?
Well, it's hard because on Facebook you can just unfollow them, so they don't know you unfriended them.
Oh no, this is
But on Instagram, you unfollow. So
Not only
No.
that, I think she blocked her as well because I think
been
she blocked
too.
her.
Yep.
yeah, there's a
Yeah,
difference
Tamika
between-
was like, "Oh, I go on, I can't see anything," and it's like
You
went
were
through
blocked,
a block
girl.
too.
Yep.
Like it was
Yeah.
a disagreement.
My
Get
cousin
over
did
it.
that too on Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook.
Yeah, it's because
Trauma.
I don't have
politics.
time.
Yeah,
for
see,
I don't
I
have
can-
time,
blocking.
girl.
I don't-
Who,
Yeah.
who goes through
I don't
all
get
that
it.
trouble to go to someone's page, unblock, do all like it's
Like you
too
don't
much.
have to like to me. She just could have unfollowed Tamika.
Yeah, she could.
And that's because to me, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna sip that tea and let you follow my life, but I don't know a thing about yours. Like to
Right,
me,
yeah.
like it's not, it's about my experience. It's not about your experience, the person I'm upset at. But I think that's why I think there might be a little bit of this kind of jealousy thing with Jion, like
I think it is
Susan and Rachel said. I just think it's there. But anyway, they worked it out. But as y'all heard exclusively here, they still really haven't talked, and
Right.
she just still does not work out with Barry. So, but they also said nothing still has happened really with John
Yeah.
Moody in the project. So it's like they had this party, and then
that was it.
and that was it, y'all. Okay. There's this like bathroom door that's not even really a door. It's like the flimsiest bathroom door. Like I would.
Barry.
I would never like go to the real bathroom there. I just feel like I would smell up the whole place. It's not a door. I wouldn't do anything. Or people can hear me pee. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, this bathroom got so much action tonight, y'all.
did.
I mean, first of all, let's talk about
It got a lot of booty.
it got a lot of booty, little berry booty. First of all, Reagan is Reagan's pregnant. Or maybe not.
Oh, I was like, what?
No.
I was like, what?
So first of all, let's back up a little bit. Reagan does end up taking the pregnancy test in the bathroom, but before that,
Man, Barry.
yeah, exactly.
What
She's
the-
like,
Oh, I was
Ba-
like, Barry, what?
she
Oh,
tells
yeah.
Tamika not to tell Barry, but
Yeah.
Tamika already told Barry, and then Barry,
Goes on. Dude, homie.
I was a
you
little bit
go
like,
out.
that's not cool.
Yeah, that
It
wasn't
though,
cool.
Yeah. And also because at first I was like, well, maybe he doesn't know, and that's his friend too. But Tamika saying that Reagan didn't want to have kids, or like at that moment, should have given you like the
Give me a
maybe
clue.
don't say anything yet.
Yeah,
You know?
don't get on to your wife the next time you say that she pokes her head nose in people's
Yes,
business because
that
Barry,
too, Barry.
you
Barry,
did it.
You did it.
You did it, Barry. Stop it. Because
And he had a huge smile on his face when he
smiled.
was telling
Yes.
me. Like,
My grandma
wow.
Hazel would have called that a eating grin. That's what Grandma Hazel called it. But because to me, what if I'm glad she wasn't pregnant? Because what if she was? Then Barry's the
Yeah.
one that would have given Jeff that moment. And I'm like, y'all ain't gay married. You
Yeah.
ain't his wife. That's Reagan's job.
Yeah. Even to tell her that she's late or taking a
Yeah.
pregnancy
Yeah.
test, like
Yeah.
just that's between them two.
That is between
because Jeff
them.
got his hopes up. He really wants a kid.
He
He,
really
wants
wants
to
a
start having
kid.
children.
Yeah.
Children.
I didn't know that people with his condition die young.
Yeah, that's scary.
Again, I didn't know all this. It's so
Yeah.
scary. And my heart always goes out to Reagan when she talks about it because y'all, that's some
Oh,
real
God,
tears you can tell when she's talking about that. And the fact that she talks about it so openly, I'm just like, I love these people. I love them. Well, so Reagan pees on a stick. It's this cute little moment with all the girls in the bathroom with the bad door. And she's not pregnant. She screams. We don't know what's happening. She goes and talks to Jeff. Obviously, he is disappointed. And then Tamika thinks that's the best time to go get a little drunk and have sex with her husband in the same bathroom.
Yep. Smooch up in
And
that
you know
restroom.
what? Girl, I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was dating Barry, every bathroom. I don't care if it's McDonald's, babe. We got to go in that one too.
Oh.
Cracker Barrel.
I have my
I don't know about
limits.
that.
You
Yeah,
know,
Yeah, no, I don't have my limits. Not with that booty.
like a gas station restroom? No.
No, okay, I draw the line there.
Okay, there you go.
A clean McDonald's in that bathroom.
I've never
There's no
seen
such-
one. There's no such thing.
But still, so I thought it was great to see them kind of I feel like I feel like the couple that's gone through the most this season has really been probably Reagan and Jeff.
Yeah.
But Tamika and Barry have had a little bit of their ups and downs, and to see them kind of come together, that's quite beautiful.
Yeah, it was really cute. And whatever Tamika was drinking that night, it had her really,
It had
even
her-
on the
Go-see,
dance
go-see.
floor,
Love them
she was
putting
still
cake on
all-
his face.
She was just
I would
A
put
honeymoony.
Yes, I would have put cake in that booty. Just.
Oh.
So, girl, you know me. I would have been like, hey, I would put cake on the cake, okay? Cake on the bee cake. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
All right.
I love it. I love
I'm
it.
a dirty
I
one.
love it.
So, Brianna in the booth is just going, Jesus, we're going to have to edit this out. It's still not explicit. I didn't cuss. And so, okay.
Oh my God.
So let's talk a little bit about,
I can't focus now.
that's pretty much the episode. Let's talk a little bit. We've got a little time. Let's just talk. What do you think about, what? No. We got Cray Cray coming up too, but I just want to talk about, let's do Cray Cray too. Let's do Le Bon Ton
we have
Cray
Cray Cray on our news.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about that
Let's
thing?
do
and
Cray
then
Cray.
go?
Then we're going to talk a little bit about, just to give what we thought of the overall season and this
Okay.
finale. And then we're going to talk about news. So can we do some Le Bon Ton Cray Cray right now?
I want you. Hey.
All right, Cray Cray. Do y'all know yours? I know mine. Are we ready?
Come on.
Okay, El Marie, hit it.
My laissez bon ton cray cray moment was finding out that Tamika and Barry actually filed for divorce once. Like, it's one thing if
they
you
t-
separate.
oh,
like,
yeah.
it was really quick if you catch it when they were
Yeah,
in the kitchen talking and they're like, we separated once. We filed for divorce. I'm like, well, that was serious.
Yeah.
Couples separate a lot and then sometimes they come together, but to actually file those papers, that's
I'm glad they
real.
didn't,
I'm
'cause
glad
they're a
they didn't go
good
through
pair.
with it, yes. And they found their way back to each other, so that's cool.
Found their way back home. Mayte Carrillo. I mine.
Yeah, go.
My Le Bon Ton Cray Cray is Kelsey. Okay, girl, I want you to listen. You do not go into your mama's house the first day and start bitching at her son. You just don't. Like, you say, babe, let's go to Sonic and get a cherry limeade or something, and then you have a talk in the car. Because I know you're going to live there and that's your home, but it's not your home. It's your mother-in-law's home, girl. That is There's a cray cray, hashtag not Southern, hashtag not smart.
Ooh,
That was
all
mine.
those hashtags.
All those hashtags. What about
Jesus.
you?
Mine has to go to Reagan because she's not pregnant. And I wanted her to be pregnant. So that's my cray cray moment because it was building up to that experience. And then I thought, oh my God, we're all going to find out together that she's pregnant. And she's not.
And she's not.
So, and
was just pizza.
and El Marie and I were stalking everyone's
Yeah.
Instagram because we're like, somebody has to be pregnant. So if one of you guys are pregnant, like, you need to come forward.
Let us know. We'll do
And
an extra
say it.
interview. We'll do an AfterBuzz announcement.
Yeah.
Y'all have all of our information because we're thirsty bees. Do
One
it.
of the
Send
baby.
it. One of the baby. Okay. Overall, I gotta say, love this season. We obviously don't know if we're gonna get season 2. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what the ratings have been like at all. I've tried to Google it, but it's hard to find out with Bravo. Love the season. Love these characters, and I have to say, because obviously we love them, but we talk truth on AfterBuzz too. I feel like a little bit like this was. I feel like this was kind of the weakest episode. Actually, was the finale to me.
Yeah. It
Did y'all
wasn't
feel that too?
it wasn't
Not a lot
really
happened,
going
right?
on.
No.
Yeah.
And I felt a little bit, it was the only time I've ever felt sometimes they were like, we need to make this more finale-ish, where, because I almost feel like I wish like last week's episode felt like a finale
Yes.
almost.
Yes.
It was like, stuff went down. Do we have any comments? or
Yes,
anything?
we do. We have some comments on our live chat. So if you guys are watching us live, you can go ahead and comment. We have Doran saying Tamika made up with Jion. That's sweet. And then having us ask, what do we think about the season finale as we're talking right now? And then Doran also says Tamika and Barry's fake sex scene. Oh, okay, really, bravo. So I guess they thought it was fake.
Again,
a lot of people thought it actually
lot of
in our
people thought it
comments
was
are saying it was fake. And then I'm sorry if I'm saying your name right. Who's says backup. Don't ever move in with your boyfriend's mama. And then they're like, Doran also says bad idea because Justin's mama was already budding in their relationship, so not cool.
Oh.
So we have all these mixed comments coming
Mixed
in and
comments.
out. Yeah.
But I think some people felt like maybe that it was just the finale did feel there were some things that didn't feel fake, but they just didn't. Everything
set
seemed
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are a little. But I get it. Their first season, I feel like we still have the main thing I think is that you want really good characters that are interesting, and they have that.
Yes.
And I just think that honestly, I think he's really hot, but I kind of think John Moody's one of the most boring people on the show. I love him. I want to look. They just got pissed.
No.
But his personality is just,
You mean
we
like
haven't
he
seen
didn't
that.
bring?
Yeah, he didn't bring a lot.
So I think this was like his party, and it was about him. It's much different when
We didn't
Reagan's
see-
trying to host a party, Tamika's
True.
trying to, because we get their crazy of them like trying to
Right.
do everything, and we didn't get that. So I think that kind of they're like, all right, we got to make it's John and Jion, and you know. That's it. I give it like a
true.
B. But everything else to me, episode's been like a good AA plus that I've really enjoyed.
I agree. Everything it's just been building up, and I expected a little bit more.
But I feel like we've got a good way to go for season 2, and we're going to talk about that in our predictions. But first, let's talk about some AfterBuzz news.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Woo! Got some
away,
news
Elma
going.
Marie.
It's
So,
hot in
yeah,
here. I
like
gotta take off. El Marie, hit us with the news while I take off my sweater.
So like we said, we were kind of stalking out everyone's social media. So we have a few pictures from their social media. So first we have Tamika and Barry. She posted this in her IG story. This is their look from Jion and John's party
Gorge.
tonight from the season
Beautiful,
finale. That's
beautiful.
pretty cute. And then, the whole thing of
Is
is
it
Reagan
pizza?
pregnant or not? So we have Reagan there. She's like, is it pizza or a baby? Now we know it's pizza.
Now we know it's
Now
pizza.
we know it's pizza.
Can
But
we
also have,
She looks really, really pregnant there.
She
does
does.
look
But she could be
pregnant.
sticking
We were
out. I don't know her
both-
life.
Yeah.
Before we found out, we were both like, I think it's baby.
Yeah,
But
Looks
have-
even
like
her
baby.
positioning.
Yeah.
But like when I eat one of those corn dogs at Disneyland,
Just-
let's be honest, I eat two. It looks like that.
You look prego.
Well, we also have Tamika posted about the pregnancy, and she kind of did a little poll on Twitter to see who everyone thought was pregnant. And I looked at the results, and everyone, for the most part, I don't have a photo of that, but everyone, for the most part, thought it would be Reagan.
Yeah, I
A
voted.
lot of people thought Kelsey too. She came in second.
So we thought Kelsey was, because hold up, y'all. What was that weird button at the end where it was like
Yeah.
1 hour later? And wait, is Kelsey a virgin?
No,
Like
no.
But it's like she
I'm
was
gonna
like,
appear to be
oh,
one.
I'm gonna be a virgin in your mama's house. So she was
Yes.
saying no sex.
Yeah.
Oh, I just Justin.
I don't even know her, and I'm like,
Justin,
no.
Justin, you look good, sweetie. And with
Yeah.
that voice, you call me and I'll
Listen, speaking
You
of
won't
looking
need no
good,
woman.
Speaking of looking
looking good.
Okay,
John
Elma
Moody on the
Marie.
Instagram.
But yes, John Moody's
He ain't,
Instagram.
he
Giving her
ain't
some
boring now. I take
air.
that back. I take it back. That
But yeah,
man.
I mean, and for a second, let's just like take our focus off of him for a moment and
I
look
can't.
at the painting.
His
I
painting's
know.
incredible.
His painting
It's
is
truly incredible. I would
That's
want to
what
buy
it
his
is.
art one
Yeah.
day, but I can't afford the
I
John
can't
Moody
afford it.
experience.
Yeah.
No.
Starts at 10K.
Maybe
That's what
he
he
can
said.
gift us something, right? John?
He ain't gonna get. You know what?
Speak positivity.
John Moody, El Marie
What a
wants to
Debbie
pay.
Downer.
She's like, I got a napkin, y'all, from John Moody. You better frame that, girl. Frame
That's
It'll be
that.
worth something.
Better
Yeah.
frame
But yeah, so
that.
that's all we had for the news, just talking out their social media.
There's to go on Barry and Justin's social media. There's a cute thing they did with Bravo with like them talking about weird laws, like you can't practice voodoo and stuff, and trying to guess in New Orleans if it's true or false.
Oh, wow.
So it's funny little videos. Y'all should
Little
check
game.
that out on their
Yeah,
Instas
check it
as
out,
well. Okay, let's talk about our predictions for season 2.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh, it's different. It's
Oh,
different
I
now.
know.
Oh, I'm used
Okay,
to it.
we're
I
switching
like
it up, leveling up.
Okay, so we don't have a ton of time, but let's just talk about kind of where we think characters are going to go next, or where we would like to see them go. So let's just start off with Tamika and Barry. Where do we think we're going to see them go for season 2? Where we would like?
I think they're gonna continue on and still be married and have this great relationship as they do. But I think that maybe someone else might jump into the picture, not only Jion, and kind of meddle into the marriage again.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they're such
Oh.
a power couple. And so for me, it's like whenever people see that, it's like these thirsty women or anybody else love to jump into that and cause
That's
more
really?
drama.
That's a good point. I was actually gonna kind of say like the opposite, because Tamika is starting to listen now. And
That's what I'm
be
thinking.
more open. I think that their relationship will get a little bit better, and the intimacy of their relationship is going to get better.
That's what I thought. I thought it might be a work thing. 'Cause maybe she's wanting to. I know when we interviewed, she said she had changed jobs, so maybe it's her really trying to find
Yeah.
that work-life balance, because I think that's going to be hard for her.
Yeah.
Because that is hard for her. And I think for Barry, it's just going to be about him growing his business, and
Yeah.
and really just being the wonderful family man that he is.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff and Reagan. What do we think?
Baby.
I mean, who knows?
I know,
You
I
think
hope
baby?
I want baby.
Yeah.
I don't think Reagan's ready, y'all.
But
She just
maybe
got a law
now,
school.
Wasn't this like a year ago that they filmed?
It was.
It was.
But
So
she
I'm
just graduated law
she-
school. Like,
That was recent. Okay.
yeah, that was recent.
I was thinking law school was last year as well because I was
Yeah.
going to say, with that, maybe with that little bit of a scare, maybe they'll be like, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and try now. For
You know what?
real.
You were
But-
gone that week that we talked about.
Yeah.
Like, because she put it on social media, like with the graduation cap. It was like 2 months ago.
That's right.
So, because I think I think what I love about Reagan is that even though they live in this big house, she comes from this practical mindset. And so I think she feels like no matter I've got to make sure money is coming in because my husband could be
True.
on disability. He could be dead. You know what I mean? And like, would have to take care of my kids.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I think that she's going. All right. I mean, John Moody's just going to be John Moody, y'all. I mean, I would like to see some more of the quirk of John Moody.
Yeah.
I would love that. Maybe him dating
Maybe a little
somebody.
bit more personality.
Yeah, so a little more personality, John.
That
Like
means-
that body
that means less
is
clothes.
great, but more personality.
I want to see that John Moody booty. Barry's been showing it. I'm ready. Okay, so let's talk also about Kelsey and Justin.
They'll be in the same spot.
Kelsey, El Marie ain't got no hope for you. El Marie just put it down.
You know what? On our live chat, we had Doran say, I feel like Justin's girlfriend is going to break up with him because Justin isn't ready to commit. And then somebody else, Sayo, who says she should break up with him with a quickness.
So
those are their
I don't think she's
predictions.
going to.
All
I don't think she's
right.
going to either. I think they're still going to be together and try to make it work in his parents' house.
All right, all right. Well, I think like I said, I'm excited for season 2 because I feel like I hope they get a season 2 because I feel like they've set up the characters of the show and now we kind of know who they are. And I think next season I'd like to see just kind of a mix up of different character pairings that we don't see. And also, I just feel like I don't want them to, but I kind of that like when Reagan and Tamika have a blow up, it's epic.
Yeah.
But they come back together, but you
Yeah.
still know because they're like sisters.
Yeah.
I feel like, there could be.
I mean, it'll be for good TV, unfortunately.
It'll be good TV.
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
good
just
TV.
I'm just thinking about the popcorn, y'all.
Right.
But I want them to all
And
work
the
out in the
tea.
end.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody else that I missed? I think that's about it. Gion's still gonna be
that's about
thirsty.
it.
Y'all know it.
Aw,
We want Rachel.
Gion.
Rachel.
Yes, we want
season
Rachel.
regular. Rachel put her in the show.
Yes, Rachel.
Love her.
And Susan,
And
too.
Susan.
And
Yes.
Susan, yeah.
Susan. Just give a Susan and Rachel show. They just call it hashtag Truth Talk.
Yeah.
They could
Schooling everyone, both of
Schooling
them.
everyone.
They've,
That's
like,
what it's called.
yeah.
Schooling
In session.
everyone.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely hope you can keep up with us too, all on our social media and stuff like that. We're going to be talking about this show still in the summer. We're doing Southern Charm.
It's so good,
It's
you
so
guys.
good. And we have big news on Southern Charm coming up next
Yes,
Thursday, so be sure to
Thursday.
check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't be here too. I'm gone. I'm in
That's
Oklahoma.
right. Oh, you're going to miss out.
I'm going to miss out. But tell everybody where they can find you and keep up with us.
Well, guys, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at ElMarieTV.
And you can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _
Yes, and you can find me at the Matt Marr, 2 T's, 2 R's. And again, y'all, we'll be continuing this conversation.
Yes.
You know that these people are still going to be, we follow them on Instagram. You know they're still going to be doing stuff. So
Someone has their number.
yeah, we're
so,
still going to
yeah.
be following you. We will let you know what is going on in Southern Charm, New Orleans. But for everybody else, we love you. Thank you so much for
Thank
watching this show. We'll see you next season. Les le bon
Bon
temps.
temps. Craig
Roulette.
Craig.
Craig Craig. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.